Now that it's June, drainfly season has started. Don't forget to pour boiling water down your drains. First off, I really want to thank you guys for letting me take a break with Nirvana and Fire for a little longer than scheduled. The second time was because I had to finish a project that I never got a chance to finish because I didn't get everything I needed from the client anyway. And the second time, you know, I wasn't necessarily feeling well. And thank you guys regardless. You guys are always super gracious and very patient with me. That means a lot to me. Now, with that being said, I am prepared to get back into this game of 4D chess. There might be more edits than usual because there are some things that occur to me while I'm editing, so I'll try to keep up with that as we go. Now, for those of you who know, and for those of you who don't, my name is TK. I am a writer, a voice actress, and your resident lunatic, and today we are watching episodes 11 and 12 of Nirvana and Fire, and in this game of 4D chess that Mei Chung-soo is playing, I have gotten one thing very wrong, and for once, this is not because I misunderstood. This is because the YouTube version of Nirvana and Fire has censored out, I want to say mentions, or at least every scene that has Zhang Zehan in it because of his apparent controversy. Now, I'm not going to comment on that because it is a very, very complicated situation. Regardless, they have edited out quite a few scenes that have him in it. So I was really confused when another person showed up opposite Prince Jing in a flashback. That person is, in fact, Mei Chung-soo as his younger self, SHU. And once again, thank you, Pandora and Dana, for clearing that up for me on Patreon because I was really, really confused. Now, granted, I could have just gone back and watched the other episodes on Viki, but I just couldn't find the time. Now, in our last episode, the younger son of a prominent official tied to Prince Yu killed a man in cold blood in a very famous brothel with tons of witnesses. While it was a crime of passion, Prince Yu is trying to see if he can spin it to be sort of a crime of self-defense. I don't think that's going to happen, especially with Prince Jing in charge, and now that his spy, Bon Ro, knows something interesting about the crime itself. I'm a little bit curious to see what's going on here. Bon Ro is a very mysterious character who I really want to know a lot about because she seems to be very attached to Prince Yu, but also seems to be doing a lot of her own shit, and I feel like her spy network is not necessarily completely tied to Prince Yu, but that's just one black woman's opinion. I'm sure it will be explained somewhere down the line. Because I know Mei Chung-soo's true identity now, I am going to have to go back and watch a couple of episodes because now his interactions with Prince Jing are far more poignant than I thought they were at first glance. I thought that he simply just believed in Prince Jing because he was the one that was different, the one who wasn't obsessed with all the power play. I thought that's why he believed in him so much, but no, it turns out that they were once really close friends, and Mei Chung-soo wants to help him achieve the power he, in his eyes, deserves, or he's the best chance they've got, because everybody else is, you know, killing and murdering and for fun. With the exception of the prince's youngest brother, who is the eyewitness to the brothel murder. And the emperor's brother has no skin in the game. He has a prominent position. All he needs to do is relax. All he wants to do is listen to music and have a good time, live his best life, unlike everybody else in the Imperial system who seems to want to kill, murder, and do other terrible things to accomplish their own goals. And to have this guy be the eyewitness to the brothel murder is very, very dangerous because one, he's the emperor's younger brother, has no skin in the game, has no reason to lie, so of course everyone would believe him. And if Prince Yu wants to protect this official, he's going to have to go against his uncle, who is, of course, favored by his father. So, once again, Prince Yu is fucked. Now, speaking of the princes, I am not super sure how the crown prince is gonna manage to get himself back in the game, because if he can't get rid of Mei Chung-soo, he's screwed. There is nothing else he can do to get back into power at this point. The only option he has to get back in the game is if during this brothel scene, if Prince Yu fucks up so badly that he falls out of favor with the emperor, and that the banquet he invited Prince Jing to goes so badly that he loses favor in another way, that's really the only chance chance he has at this point, I have no idea how Homeboy is gonna get back in the game. Because right now, he's completely on the outs. His mother has been disgraced, his benefactors are dropping like flies. I think the only way he's gonna be able to get back into it is if Prince Yu screws this up, or if Jingri's dad does something to get him to regain his stature. I'm afraid that something horrible is gonna happen to Yujin and Jingri, and my feelings are gonna be hurt, all three of them, and that's just unacceptable. So I'm taking y'all's suggestion, and I'm gonna stop trying to make predictions, because as you guys have said, this show is fairly unpredictable, and you think it's gonna go one way and it completely goes the other. I am going to take a stab in the dark here. I don't want this to happen, but I have a feeling it's going to. So remember when I said that someone's probably going to die early in the series? We are running out of time, because I consider early in the series being episodes 1 through 15 in a 50 episode series. I think what's going to happen is there is going to be one major character death that changes everything. And I gotta say, if it's Fei Lu, if it's Ting Sheng, if it's Jingri, if it's Yujin, if it's Xiaodong, I am burning this place down. I'm not kidding. And I am going to be upset. Now, because I was testing audio, my headphones are already on, so let's go ahead and commence with the drama. Oh, we're still with Yujin and Jingri here. No, he definitely did. No, we all saw the head trauma. Oh, so this is what Banro heard. Okay. More difficult than you might imagine, my guy. He'll tell the truth because he has no reason to lie. That shouldn't be a grievance, bro. He's not gonna be able to save his contributor. His contributors are dropping like flies too. Oh, but he's especially loyal to him. Okay. He really doesn't want to lose him. And Banro seems very sympathetic to this. She looks so happy to receive his validation, and that really scares me. I'm sure she has. She's a very smart woman. Trying to be humble. I would like to live a regular life where my opinions can be treated as equal thoughts, but apparently you don't give a shit. Ooh, is she gonna be... Oh, okay. Oh, the Crown Prince is feeling quite cocky. Yeah, getting back into people's good graces. And I can tell you that the Empress is beating the shit out of her at every chance she gets. Oh my god, dude. Okay, what fuck shit are you about to pull, dude? Alright. Yes. Oh my god, this is about to go so badly. I'm gonna out your son if you do not help me get if you don't let me get the second Empress back on the throne. This man is doing some government grade blackmail. Convince him, or else. And the Emperor's gonna have to think very carefully about what kind of message that's gonna send, especially where Princess Nihuang is concerned. And the Minister of Rights is like, oh fuck. So the Emperor respects his opinion, it seems. Well, I suppose he does, being a friend of the Crown Prince. Yeah, listen, don't bother being humble. Just answer the fucking question, dude. Yeah, it will affect, yeah, and that will only increase their loyalty to Princess Nihuang. But I'm sure that's what Mei Chengsu wants. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. That feels icky. Well, I mean, this is Marquis Ning. Everything he does is icky. So he's going to do something to plant a seed of doubt in that brain there. And that's all he needs to do, because the Emperor is very concerned with his own image and the loyalty to his image. He doesn't want Nihuang to jeopardize that. And I wanna bring up the fact that the Crown Prince didn't even think about this until Ning brought it up. He's probably gonna reinstate her. They didn't do nothing. Hey, husband, what the fuck? Yeah, it's me. Oh, fuck you. Man, there are no shards of that cup that totally broke nowhere. Ugh. She seems very kind, so I'm automatically thinking that Prince Yu does not deserve her. Oh! Ooh. I forgot about that. I forgot that the second consort is his mother. Xiaodong has a point, and Nihuang, who is amazing, handles the situation with grace as per usual. Oh, it's Fei Lu that really likes oranges. I'm cold and I got shit to do. Wow, he even calls him SHU when they're alone. Oh, so he suspected that this might happen. I mean, yes it is. Wait a second. You fucking better. Oh, he doesn't want him to lower himself like that. And this is kind of his way of keeping Nihuang humble. Yeah, okay, so he really thought that this might happen. Oh, we gonna fuck him up. Okay. I have a feeling that this is gonna be bigger than his son taking bribes. Prince Yu can't be subtle for a single goddamn second. Oh, okay. What? I say let him. Anything that makes you look bad. Doubt. Why don't you calm down? And of course Prince Yu is gonna be like, no, I think he should say it if he feels strongly about it. Prince Yu's feeling vengeful. He's gonna do everything he can to fuck him up. Ooh, an open debate. Now, I don't necessarily know the implications of a court debate, but I know that it's an official debate involving politicians. Shit's gonna go down. He's not just shaking him up. He's like, ooh. Yes, he did. And she doesn't want to lose favor with him, because then she'll be in the exact same position. She'll be lower than Consort Yue. Yeah, what thing? I need some help too. So he's just trying to get the crown prince obliterated from the royal roster altogether. Oh my god. They make such a good couple. They are such a good looking couple. Oh my god. Just the elegance. Victoria and David Beckham can get fucked. It's Mei Chung-soo and Princess Nihuang forever. Yes. Yes, she is. I don't blame her for saying so either. Oh my god. The longing! It's about the yearning. Of course there are better places, but I wanted to talk to you in private. I'm flirting with you! What did you do? They're all sons. Oh, okay. Oh, he has another plan. I mean, Mei Chung-soo is the man with the plan. Ooh. She struggled, and she is angry. I don't blame her. After all this, after all she's been through, he is still depending on her like a little child. As if you're not. Ooh, who do we have at our disposal? Oh, are we bringing back the Doctor Friend? Are we bringing back the Doctor Friend? Man, I can only imagine what it must be like to stand on ceremony every second of every day. Oh, he brought all the scholars. Okay. He's hiring an expert legal team. So they're just gonna be fighting over the Emperor's bias. How is this not going to kill the Emperor? How is this not going to just make this man brain dead? He already has to deal with the two of them fighting all the time. Yes, as you always do. Okay, but he's my friend. I am not a noble or an official. He's my friend. You heard me? And he's just like, yeah, willing to assist you. Sure. So we are bringing back the Doctor Friend, maybe. The impulsive Mu Qing going to do all this. He loves his sister. I will say that. Master said go fuck yourself. Yep. He still said leave him alone. You should have led with that, sir. You know, Mu Qing does have a reputation for being quite impulsive, but he does seem pretty responsible. Ooh. What is she about to do? God, she is so well dressed. She's so pretty. I love her. Oh, she kept the letter, didn't she? She's trying to compare the handwriting. Is it the same? Oh, the handwriting is different. Okay. Oh, she was really hoping it was him. It is, but I mean, he probably got Meng to write it. No, you didn't. You're right. You're right. I promise you, you're right. Master said go fuck yourself twice. This poor kid just running up and down these stairs. Oh, here we go. Lord, I do not like those two. They're awful. Like, y'all are spending all this money for a personal battle, just this personal argument. It's such a pain in the ass. Maybe it's because it just reminds me of modern politics where it's like, y'all doing all this shit. People are dying. God, it must be so cold in there. You're gonna have to wing it, buddy. Oh, the Crown Prince seems very cocky. Who are we thinking about burning today? And the Emperor's like, oh God. Okay. Okay, so who have we got? Oh, that's not the doctor friend. Okay, I was kind of hoping it was. I was hoping to see him again. That's a good looking man. Let him go through the motions. I'm definitely getting Ace Attorney feelings from this. It must be so cold. Oh my god. He's like, okay, now for the symbolism. Just trying to remind yourself, buddy? Wow, he actually touched that. And now they are very weak. He doesn't feel good about having to do all this stuff, it seems. But did you see his fingertips? He actually touched that. Nah, I'ma fuck him up. Seeing the farce that was that debate, I'm sure he's like, I have to do this, otherwise a lot of people are going to die. Come on, support your son. Prince Jing loves his mom. I mean, who wouldn't love her? She's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Okay, that makes more sense. I've never seen before. Nah, I'm pretty sure you've met him. I'm pretty sure you've met him and you just don't recognize him just like everybody else in this show. So what we've learned in this episode is despite the fact that Mei Chung-soo always knows what to do, he doesn't necessarily like having to do it because I feel like he's used to more noble pursuits. If not noble pursuits, then definitely more direct approaches. He doesn't really have the ability to continue doing what he used to do. I mean, he was dumped off a cliff, but I feel like there's more to it than that. Now, I do know about the martial world where you would just naturally become injured enough to have enough internal injuries to permanently endanger your life. This was something very common back when people basically lived and died by the sword, and this didn't just happen in martial China, it happened in a lot of other places as well, including places like Renaissance Europe, pre-colonial Africa, stuff like that. I'm not sure how I feel about the second consort coming back. I don't like her. She tries to do crimes on people and then is like, well, I was the victim the whole time because the other empress was mean to me. And now, while Prince Yu's mom was probably, you know, looking to beat her ass the whole time, you shouldn't do crimes on people. Since this episode gave me Ace Attorney vibes, the Emperor reminds me of the judge. Very easily swayed by people's opinions going one way or the other. No wonder he can't seem to control his sons because all they have to say is one thing to convince him to do one thing or the other, it seems. I kind of appreciate the fact that Prince Jing is like, I want the throne. Somebody needs to be decisive. And it's not gonna be my dad or any of my brothers, so it has to be me. But also, Mei Chung-soo seems to be privy to the fact that even though Prince Yu seems to believe that he is the Emperor's son by blood, they are actually all Consort's children. And I have a little bit of a theory, just a little one. Perhaps the son that Jingri was born alongside may yet come back into the story. Otherwise, they wouldn't have mentioned it. There is a lot of layers. However, Mei Chung-soo seems to have permeated all of them. It seems though he still struggles with the emotional weight of what he's doing, because while he shows that he has no remorse, he still kind of has to acknowledge that he's using people as pawns, no matter how good or bad they may be. He's still trying to accomplish his own ends. And honestly, the Imperial system is just lucky that his ends are noble. I don't know how far he'll go for the ends to justify the means, but it looks like he'll go pretty far and take down anyone that needs to go down. And I don't know what the next episode has, but he is going to be forced to explain that he is in fact SHU. So we'll see. And I've met all of them. So who are you? Turn your back, be polite. Usually it's like that when you get fired. Basically, as long as you remain honest, what do you have to fear? Mei Chung-soo does give respect when it's due, that's for sure. Like, oh, sweetie. Oh, he seems like a nice old man. I really thought he was gonna have to, like, explain who he was. He might be talking about the same person. Awkward. Don't tell him. Can he tell him? Or is he trying to tell him, like, listen, I know. Like, a little bit, at least. I'm really starting to get more of a feel for Mei Chung-soo as a character. Especially, not as this glorious mastermind, but as a guy who's just trying to get back what he lost and do the right thing. And as someone who is suffering. Oh, Nihuang. It's because she liked you! What do you mean you don't know why? Or he could tell her and she could keep it a secret. Oh, she mad. I don't want him to lie to her, but I feel like it's gonna happen. Hey, yeah, dude, so what the fuck? She's mad. I don't blame her. And she's like, yeah, sure, okay. She either thinks that he is Lin SHU, which he is, or that he knew Lin SHU. I wish he could tell her the truth. I'm not sure if he can. Is bullshit. I know you don't, but you're gonna have to say something. Well, okay, it was a non-committal answer, but it was an honest answer. Yep, I bet. So you're gonna put your hope in Prince Jing. He shouldn't be surprised that she guessed that. It's pretty obvious. At least where she's coming from, it would be pretty obvious. She's seen more of him than anybody else. I would say even Meng. More storm symbolism. Now, she knows that Prince Jing is the only one who can do it. That's the only one she respects. Even though Xiaodong is her friend. But Mei Chung-soo is taking a risk on him, and Prince Jing is happy to take that risk. Really? Are you just being humble? Because, are you serious? Oh, I guess he thought Prince Jing would be the first person to notice, but still. I knew you, dude. Then tell me who you are, please. Oh, come on, dude. Okay. Why would you break her like this, dude? Come on. Oh my god, you just tell her I'm dying. Oh, she's so hurt. She's looking for scars. Anything that would be familiar. Oh, this sucks. Oh god, the lyrics are starting. Oh, you know she real heartbroken. She deserved at least a little restitution. I know he doesn't want to jeopardize his position, but it's true. This isn't the happy reunion I hoped for. Oh, and the lyrics are not helping. She doesn't want to let him go. This isn't the happy reunion I'd hoped for. He's got a little bit of Viola Davis happening. He's gonna have to. She has to come to grips with a lot of things all at once, knowing that that's him. Knowing that, one, he's been alive all this time. Two, that he's been helping Prince Jing under the assumption that he's someone completely different. Then she has to also reconcile the fact that he's dying. This is not the happy reunion I'd hoped for. I'm just really sad. Like, I'm glad that they finally, like, came to this realization, but at the same time, I'm like, they are going to have to separate, whether through power, through marriage, or through straight up death. Things can't be like that anymore. Girl, I'm dying. Please, I am not gonna regale that of you right now. I have a feeling that that's not true. I have a feeling that she's gonna have to force it out of you, just like she did now. Yeah, Xiaodong I can understand, but why not Prince Jing? Yeah, see, this is why this wasn't the happy reunion I was hoping for. I don't think he can do that, though. No, because he'll want to kill me, like he does everyone who makes you cry. He always leaves first. Say yes! The only way this will end happily for me is if they get to ride off into the sunset and be happy. Oh, God. Again. And he's getting worse. Does she know he's dying? I mean, she has to at this point. Look at Fei Lu taking care of Dad. Let it be known that working without rest will only lead to burnout. I'm totally not talking about myself. This is your universal sign to just take care of yourself, no matter what your condition is. Oh, this is his buddy. I almost forgot. Prince Jing talks to people like equals, and that's why they don't like him. I am worried about what is in those bags. Oh, that sounds like gunpowder. You guys might have to specify what that is for me in the comments, but it sounds like gunpowder. And it's in Marquise Ning's place. I don't feel good about this. Oh, he'll be leaving again. He has a point! That's pretty dangerous. If I recall correctly, cinnabar is sodium, right? He still cares about keeping him busy, I guess. You keep laying down. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. But of course she would know the emotional needs of people. She works with people, that's what she does. Notice how they're not concerned for his health at all. But that also means he doesn't fully trust her. Because someone was trying to lose them. Yep, that's what I thought. Ooh, sounds like someone's making weapons. So they've split it up between separate amounts. Someone was trying to lose them. As he should be. So this is what Eugen's father meant by being a chemist. Oh. Oh, that's why she's not able to finish some things. Oh! What has Prince Jing's mother been doing? What did you do? Seventh Consort, what did you do? There she goes. Oh, and suddenly she's so worried. What did you do? You're about to not benefit so much. Cause, your mother just passed out. And I don't think she's coming back from that, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I said no visitors! He's like, wait, what? It's like, don't look after me, go! That's your mama! Did he think that, the consort chemist is responsible for that? Hurry up. Nope. Power makes you stupid. Mei Cheng-su probably already knows. She really wants to see him. I mean, yeah, she passed out in front of everyone. Absolutely. Yeah, none of them would have been able to pull that off successfully. Someone who wants her out of the way. Bitch, I might be. Nah, it ain't no coincidence. I think we should talk to the seventh concubine. Or consort. I think concubine is a little disrespectful, I think, in this context. No, I think someone just decided to take a chance. Yeah, she's scared it might be. She might be implicated. What did you do? Oh, maybe she didn't do it. Maybe she did. Oh, okay. This is a little mystery. I'm digging it. Maybe she locked her knees. Oh dear. Oh god. Okay. Wow. Okay, so who poisoned the 5th Empress? Okay, so I wish that the reunion of Nihuang and Lin SHU was a little bit less bittersweet, because even though it was really sweet to finally see her get that restitution, to get that peace of mind, to be like, yes, Lin SHU is alive even after everything I've doubted after all of these years, they will still have to be separated, be it by marriage, death, or just their positions in society in general. I don't see how they could logically be together, and I frankly wouldn't be able to call it a happy ending if Mei Cheng-su and Nihuang aren't like riding off into the sunset forever, not giving a single fuck about the martial society. Sorry, the Imperial society. I don't know, man. It was just very bittersweet. This means that Nihuang is now an asset. Mei Chung-soo doesn't want any sentiment tied up in this, and his and Nihuang's relationship is all sentiment. It's all based off of nostalgia and who they used to be. So, yeah, I am a bit curious. Who poisoned the 6th Empress? I would like to know, because I can't tell if it's Prince Jing's mother or if it was that servant. And why does Yujin's dad want all that gunpowder? Because I'm assuming they wouldn't have brought it up if he wasn't messing with that gunpowder as well. There are 2 well-known chemists in this show, Prince Jing's mom and Yujin's dad, and these 2 people have been up to some shit. I would actually really like to know about Prince Jing's, I'm just gonna call her the 7th Empress, because, you know, 7th Prince Jing, 7th Empress. I would really like to know what the 7th Empress has been up to in her veritable exile, because she's not really involved in the inner palace as much, because Prince Jing isn't a favorite son, so of course she's not very favored. So I imagine she has had a lot of time to just sort of get up to her own hobbies. And once again, she is quite a talented herbalist, quite the talented chemist. She knows what certain poisons do, and she can't really act on her own. There could be a possibility that she couldn't be doing it at all. It could be that servant, who knows? Something happened. To be honest, I kind of really like the intricate drama that goes on between the consorts. The princes will snipe at each other openly. They will lie, cheat, and steal, and manipulate, and do whatever they have to do. But the women have to be sneaky. They have to be so subtle in what they do, because they can't let anybody see what they're doing. So they have to be, one, a lot more subtle, and because of that, a lot more vicious. So I almost like their machinations a little bit more than their sons. I'm kind of curious to see how this particular point of drama will turn out, and I really hope that at some point Mei Chung-soo and Nihuang will get some sort of restitution, even though I doubt it, because it's only episode 12. Well, with that being said, I should be getting on a stream schedule soon. So the plan is Tuesday stream, Thursday stream, Friday stream. However, those will come with some caveats, because streaming is a big time commitment. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We'll see. I want to pick the read aloud streams back up, definitely. And of course, we'll be getting back to Stardew Valley. Once again, thank you guys so much for being kind and gracious and giving me this time to sort of get myself together and recover. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Now, with that being said, please like if you like this video, please subscribe if you really like this video and would like to see more. You can find me on every piece of social media: Tumblr, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, but mostly Tumblr and TikTok, because fuck Twitter. Everything should be progressing as per usual. I'll let you know if anything else comes up. Once again, I have the community tab and through Patreon, so I'll keep you guys updated if anything changes. And once again, you guys are wonderful. Thank you very much for watching. Stay weird, lovely, and happy eating.